In this video, I will be addressing 13 scientists that did research in the Qur'an, and they found that the revelations that Qur'an made 1,400 years ago have been paid or have been proven in this our modern time, and that led to their conversion into Islam. Number one, Kerf El Mo, Professor Emeritus, Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology, University of Toronto. He was amazed by the accuracy of the statements about embryology made in the Quran in the 7th century. Before anyone knew anything about it, these statements in the Quran could not be based on scientific knowledge of the time, so it must have come from God. Number two, E. Marshall Johnson, Professor and Chairman of the Department of Anatomy and Developmental Biology and Director of the Daniel Burr Institute, Thomas Jefferson University, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. He also talked about embryology in the Quran. He said that the Prophet Muhammad must have got this information from some source, and that he has no issues that it comes from God. Number three, TVN pursued Professor of Anatomy and Professor of Pediatrics and Child Health, University of Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. He said, for a man to make such profound statement about science in the 7th century is amazing. He said it could not be mere chance. Number four, Joe Lang Simpson, Professor and Chairman of the Department of Obstetric and Gynecology, Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, Texas, USA. He said he sees no conflict between genetics and Islam. He said Islam could guide science. He said the knowledge in the Quran is from God. Number five, Gerard C. Gueringer, Professor and Coordinator of Medical Embryology in the Department of Cell Biology, School of Medicine, Georgetown University, Washington, D.C., USA. He said the Quran describes human development and commingling of the gametes through organogenesis, and he said nothing in history has seen such a feat besides current day science. Number six, Alfred Cronin, Professor of the Department of Geosciences, University of Mainz, Germany. He talked about the origin of the universe and how it would be impossible for a man like Prophet Muhammad to know about this from his own mind. He said science today proves what the Prophet said 1,400 years ago. Number seven, Johoni Kusan, Director of the Tokyo Observatory, Tokyo, Japan. He talks about astronomy and using telescope. He said that the Quran has true facts about astronomy. Number eight, Professor Armstrong. Professor Armstrong works for NASA and is also Professor of Anatomy, University of Kansas, Lawrence, Kansas, USA. He was amazed by what the Quran says about anatomy and how the ancient rating of the Quran agrees with modern science today. Number 9, William Hill, professor of oceanography, University of Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, USA. He was very interested in how the information in the Quran could have the science in it and that it must be from God. Number 10, Duja Rao, professor of marine geology, teaching at King Abdulaziz University, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He said that the Quran could not be simple human knowledge and must be from a supernatural force. Number 11, Professor Siaveda, professor of marine geology, Japan. He said, the Quran is almost unbelievable and a very remarkable book. Number 12, Tijase, chairman of the Department of Anatomy and is the former dean of the Faculty of Medicine, University of Chiang Mai, Thailand. He said, all the facts about science in the Quran can be scientifically proven today. Number 13, Dr. Maurice Bucaille, born in 1920 from former chief of surgical clinic, University of Paris, has for a long time been deeply interested in the correspondences between the teaching of the Holy Spirit and the Holy Scriptures and modern secular knowledge. He said it is impossible to explain how a book produced at the time of a Prophet Muhammad could contain ideas that are only being discovered today. How could a man know these facts without the slightest of error? Now, these are the 13 titles, and you hear about them. They were not biased, they were sincere in their analysis. The only person that says something contrary to these people pertaining to human embryo, how does it form in the sperm, how the sperm move in the body of a human being, is Dr. William Campbell. And Dr. William Campbell, we know his background, where he's coming from. I'm not going to talk about that. And he was challenged by those same professors telling him that indeed his research is not true. In fact, the book he put out, the book did not meet the standard that those titles were expecting it to have been, because it was biased in his writing because of his Christian background. So, can anybody say after this thing, after when these diters, those professionals, those researchers made their researches and they found out that indeed science agree with the Quran facts, Quran revelations that have to do with human being and marine science and what have you, or geology and all those things? How can somebody come today and say that Quran is a scientific catastrophic when in fact he is not a specialist? He just is a mere philosopher that read language and human idea. So my beloved brothers and sisters, this is the end of this video. If you like it, press the button like, but if you dislike it, you can also press the button dislike. And I'm asking you to subscribe to this video so you can receive my new videos. And also don't forget to sound the bell as a notification to you. And also do not forget to leave your comment at the bottom of this video. And we are asking our Islamic donors to please sponsor our endeavor as we are doing this work in the cause of Allah. We need financial support, material support, even training facilities, training support. We need that so that our system can advance from this level. As I greet you in peace in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.